have to be. It's more important than the child. Okay. Right. I agree. You keep each child out in the family. I agree. And whenever you take your baby and they will be, you know, I can see how to be. I think
what it do, YouTube universe? It's your main man, dark skin, dancing American, and I'm here to talk about relationships. And because it's natural, it's natural. You can fall in love with someone, you can fall out of love with somebody. Uh, it's very unfortunate that I make videos about other people's mistakes. I've made mistakes. No one's immune to making mistakes in life. That's what I want y'all to know. So, fellas, buckle up. We in for a ride. Now, I want to tell y'all that it's a natural feeling. It's a natural emotion to have to fall in love and fall out of love. All of it is natural. Nothing's unnatural. Okay. You hear me? All right. So this is the crazy part that my boy Paul Pierce, and I'm a basketball fan to the end. You know, all I know is purple and gold, and as far as I can go, and colder than the polar bear's toe. But I just gotta let y'all know, relationships is so crazy. It's like being in a wrestling match, getting slammed on the ground like judo. Everything works good at one point, and then the next, it can be all over. You can come home from a busy day of work, and all the furniture is gone. So I want y'all to know that again, in in relationships, things can happen, man. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. And it can happen to the wealthiest. It can happen to anybody. Anybody is prone to, you know, it's to get it out of a relationship and get it into a relationship. So falling out of love and falling in love is just prone to happen to anybody that's in a relationship, no matter what you got. The problem is it's a lot of gold digging ratchets. So when I was looking at this video of this woman right here, and she was talking about uh, child support is before. This is what she said. I want to rewind what she said. I want y'all to hear this. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. What she's saying is false. She don't even believe that. That's why she looking like that. Look, hold on. Let me give you the look. That's why she looking like that. That's a lie. And she knows it's a lie. Child support have been robbing, and Paul Pierce is one of the greatest players I've seen play. You already know. I've been a Laker fan with purple and gold as far as I can remember spelling go. Colder than the polar bear's toe. So she can go on with that BS and be frozen in snow. Child support is for women to get back at the baller. It ain't got nothing to do with the baller. Because as you can see, the truth was telling her, hey, we can make it a deal. I can be in the kid's life. Did she care about that? No. She's saying that to look good on television, but in reality, it ain't like that. And she know that's why she looks like this. She looked like this because it's a lie. All women want a fool that they can snatch the bag from too. Remember that. Gold digging is still alive. It ain't over with. It ain't dead. In fact, it's more prevalent than ever. See, y'all wonder why I make these videos of relationships, because it's therapy for us men. It's therapy. It's therapy because you need someone to break this crazy thing down, because we're in the ride of our lives. Anybody who's been in love, fell out of love, have a family, been married, so on and so forth. So all this, what she was saying about, child support's made for people who ain't been in life. Listen, not for women like y'all. Not for when there's too many of y'all women doing the same thing. It's easy to come to a table for a baller and be like, hey, look, I want this, I want that. You ain't got to put the courts involved. You put the courts involved because you want more. That's why it's called gold digging, though. It's called gold digging for a reason. It's called gold digging for a reason. It ain't because someone's digging for anything. They digging to get the gold. I'm just saying, I know he has his thing, and already bringing it up. I don't knock on him because he's been a great player, Hall of Fame player. Again, he played against Shaq and Kobe. He battle tested basketball wise on the highest level. Decisions that us men make, we could all learn from someone else's mistake. I'm gonna say that again. Decision that us men make, we can all learn from each other's mistakes. If you got any type of growth and you making bread, don't be careless in bed. Don't be careless in bed. Don't do it. I'm letting you know right now, don't do it. Because time after time, I've seen ballers go through this. A gold digger come through and put holes in your pocket. Talking about, it's only made, child support's only made. This is what this Jezebel said. It's only made for guys who are not in the child's life. Single or poor. Man, don't believe that's cap. That's cap. You could want to be in your kid's life and she's still gonna hit you up with child support. That's BS. You be dumb enough to listen to it. Now, I'm smart. I know that's just, she just saying that. She don't even believe what she's saying. Come on. It's smoke and mirrors, man. Y'all gotta see. Men have to really look at who's really for you. It's not a lot of women built like it was in the past. We can't have that. It ain't us. It ain't gonna happen, especially in the Black community. You're not gonna get it. If you're fortunate to be a baller, you're fortunate to make a lot of money. Now, I don't know how much money this man has. I'm just telling you what it is. That they're actually lining up to get you to get them pregnant. That's all they need, is to get a child from you. And that's it. They don't need no more assistance. They already got you. I hate to say it. That's why it's best. I'm be real with y'all. Y'all got bread and all that. It's best to stick with one, because you can mess around with a lot of many, and that's cool. But the special one I'm talking about is the one who's not going to be saying, look, I'm going to revert to gold digging methods. That's a very hard one to find. We all know that. We all know that's hard to find. You ain't going to just, from the figure's imagination, you're going to find a woman that's not going to hit you in your pockets where it deserves. We're not even going to say deserve, that you don't deserve. Okay? I'm just saying, man. Make sure y'all press like it's a stride because this happening too many athletes. It's happening too many entrepreneurs. It's happening to the biggest and the baddest. You did so. It just happened to happen to Paul Pierce. The truth. It just happened to happen to him. And he's a good, I think he's a good brother. He makes a good sense about the thing. It's just, you got to be careful in the bed because gold digging is everywhere, man. It's everywhere. You got to be careful. Very careful. Very careful. Very careful. Because women will sit here and straight up be a chameleon and tell you, hey, look, I agree that child support should be around. You know, it's only around, like she said, it's only around because the guy ain't in it. No, it's because gold digging is still relevant of this time zone. And y'all, man, listen up. You got value, you making good money too. I advise you to not be so, loose in the bedroom. Don't do it. I know she's a gold digger. That's why she there right there for you. So you can make a mistake and I see you in court. She got that baby in hand and you like, oh God, no. I have a baby mama. I know how it feels, fellas, if y'all want to know. I know how it feels. So I ain't making videos to point the finger and no, I know how it feels. And what they feel in their heart, in their mind, is you gonna do whatever I tell you to do. And if you don't, I'm gonna hit you up with child support. Now, before you had that baby, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear I'm gonna hit you up with child support. You didn't hear that. You didn't. That's a threat. That's an actual threat to your whole finance. Now here it is. You busting sweat, making money, doing what you gotta do, and she say that to you. That's almost like getting picked up and slammed in a UFC fight. You just got slammed on the ground. Blow. You are oh. So what you happy fellas, y'all got to be smart. This is a lesson learned. Don't go out like Paul Pierce now. Now, I'm not saying that he's a bad dude. I'm just saying he made a huge mistake thinking that this woman wouldn't take him to court and be gold digging and money swindling. Because that's exactly what she's doing. 29,000 and how much money this woman trying to get from? That's a lot of damn money a month for a baby. You know the baby can't take care of itself. We know that. But the baby, that's how much the baby get. You know she gonna be pocketing majority of that money, man. Come on. Anybody with common sense would know that. She gonna have brand new cars, jewelry. She gonna do everything she want to do. And I don't know how long he been messing with this woman, which is his baby mama now, but that's why we have to talk about it. That's why we have to get to the nitty gritty. This is therapy. This is therapy for all men watching my channel. This is therapy because we need something to break down to help us with all the thought gold digging around. To break down what's happening with all the gold digging and thoughts around. You need. It's easy to get into when you got money, dude, but if you loose in the bedroom, this could be you. This could be you. Yeah, I talked about you a man with money, you got options. Of course, I said that. But you still got to be responsible and smart in making decisions on who you allow in the bedroom. Because you could be going to child support in court too. So it's a give or take. It's like, yeah, I have all these options, but I can't be loose with it, though. Your pull-out game gotta be Superman. Just being honest, that's what y'all really want to know. You can add it up and figure it out how you want. The pull-out game gotta be Superman. Because man, you don't want to do it. And you don't want to listen to what she just said. Hold on, let me replay what she said so y'all can hear what this woman said, which I know is blasphemy. It's blasphemy, okay? It's so much blasphemy. I gotta replay it again because I know she didn't believe what she was saying, but she was trying to game him up what she was saying. I already knew it was game because I'm like, oh, just run around the this is a high go seek game she playing right now, hoping that the ball of those seek was her true intended. You can't get that even. Hold on, let me get back to it. Yeah, she was smiling. Hold on, let me get back to it. Man. Hold on. Oh shit.
Like this should be like half the duties is more important than the child support. Like I agree.
Now you see how quick she agreed. Look at that, family. You see how quick she agreed. I see past it. I know something ain't right.
For a month, I get them for a month. I agree. When they're with you, pay for what they need. When they with me, I pay for what they need. I agree with that. You know, I just think how the duty. I agree with that. Child support should be a duty. I think child support is for men who are not in the child life. So like,
she don't believe that. That's all I wanted to say. Child support. You realize she said she think. What I know is that's a lie.
And it's not by choice, like the woman taking the baby, but it's their choice. They don't want to be in the child's life for whatever reason.
Hold on. Stop the press. It's not by choice. Any woman that goes to court, that's a choice on a man who she has conceived a baby with. A man that she opened her womb with, that's a choice. That's not, no one's forcing her to put him on child support. That's game. They've been running the gold digging thing for a long time, man. They've been running it. How did he not see that out of all the damn things my boy done been through? He didn't catch that? Someone like her? Hold on. She don't even believe what she's saying. She's saying that to get some type of... See, she's not done. Most gold diggers ain't done. What she did was realizing it's a patriarchy, right? So I'm going to fall into the man's emotions in the way he thinks to get what I need.
I think they should get child support because they're not supporting the kid financially. But I think if a dad or mother is like present and we're both doing the child,
she don't even believe what she said. That's why she doing this. Because it's a lie. Listen, y'all. Y'all don't believe that. I'm telling you. You be giving gold diggers the power. And you don't need to do that. You don't need to do it. Proof is in the pudding, y'all. Don't listen to me. All you gotta do is turn on social media and you'll see it. You feel me? That's all you gotta do. And again, I make my channels for the men because it's therapy for us. We need somewhere we can talk and analyze how all these things are happening with these thoughts. This is a pure gold digging tactic. I'm going to align myself to act like I'm being corrected by a black man when really you don't feel the way you really truly feel. That's what she's doing right now. When she said she agrees, she does not agree. She does not agree. That's the God honest truth. If she agreed, gold digging women would be making a dude go through court. And when she said that that's not a choice, she's lying, because anyone who put any man on child support, it's a choice. It's a choice. You don't hear me though. That's a lie. See, they don't make good women like they used to. There's a whole lot of gold digging thoughts in the world that would take the money and snatch up your world. But they don't have nobody honest no more, because everybody's in it financially to be winning. No one wants a kid because they genuinely love the dude. That's not what it is no more. That's over with. That time zone, forget about it. You would have to go back in the time machine and go back to the 1900s for that to pop off. We in a totally different time. I'm just giving you what he called himself the truth in the rhymes. I'm just saying. It just had to be my boy. And again, he's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a champion. He done battled against Kobe and Shaq. He done went. He done seen the mountaintop in the sports physically. But dang, they got it. That's how I feel. When I seen this on the news, I was like, dang, they got it. When I seen that he had to pay this much money, dang, they got it. They got it. Fellas, listen up. Everything can be a learning lesson. Even with someone you look up to can be a learning lesson. Remember that. This is no smut. This is no damage upon this man's career, what he done. This is a message to all black men who is winning. Be careful who you let in your bed. And don't be loosely, because it can be very, very bad for you. Because they not playing fair. They are saying things that knowing that man would like to coexist with. They're being the best chameleons right now. They're telling you, I agree. Before you even say anything about it. Before you even talk about child support, they agree. You agree? You didn't hear what I said first. What you agreeing for? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So this is what we face. That's why I tell guys, be careful who you procreate with, because man, you could be like him. You can be just like him. Again, you can fall in love and you can fall out of love. That's the most natural intent God gave everybody. But don't be no damn fool. No. That goes for all athletes. That goes for all entrepreneurs. That goes for all bosses all across America. Don't be no fool. This is getting ridiculous with the gold digging. It's getting ridiculous. People, it's like, wow. If I ever make it in life financially, I'm talking about fortune and fame, y'all don't understand. I'm gonna be so cerebral with mine. I'm not playing. Hey, she can look good and say all the good chameleon things that this woman's saying. No. I'm gonna have a Superman pullout game. You understand? I'm gonna say that one more time for all the men in the world, young boys growing to become men. Have a super pullout game. Yeah, you understand? A super pullout game can help you. It will not damage you. It helps, whether you believe it or not. And again, he seemed like a good brother. You know, he was being honest with this thought. You know, if you're pregnant, we should work on it, and I take them. You don't have to. He was basically saying we shouldn't have to go to court because the court wasn't there when y'all conceived the baby. The court wasn't there when y'all was making the baby. That's old spiritual. Let's just be real with you. That's old Negro spiritual stuff back in the days in the 1800s. The court wasn't there when we conceived the child, when we procreated. We fell in love. But these women ain't acting like that. And he, out of all the people, he should know that. He should know it. I'm just saying, he's, he's seen it. He's seen it on a lot of levels. I'm quite sure he knows about it. So when it happened, it was like, damn, God. I just want y'all brothers to still remember how much it takes to fall from a gold digging's grace. Again, I'm quite sure he's still gonna be making his money doing his thing. I'm not all in his pockets like that. I'm just telling you what it is. Y'all brothers gotta be careful on how you do things. And if you smart, you have a Superman pullout game. Superman pullout game. You don't want to be like this, fellas. You don't want this. They lining up to get you. They lining up to get you. So be smart. In your bedroom, have a Superman pull-out game, or your life can be like this too. You can be, especially if you got a lot of bread. Let's be real. If you got a lot of bread, you might want to think about it. You might want to keep your helmet on as a soldier, or your smart hat on. You might want to keep it on and have a Superman pull-out game so you can keep financially going on. All right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They don't make good women like they used to. This ain't back in the 1900s, 1800s. This is a totally different ball game. Oh. And if you ball, I don't care what type of ball, whatever the ball is, you make sure you have a Superman pull-out game and a helmet on that soldier before you go to war. Before you go to war, you make sure you have a helmet on that soldier and a super pull-out game to go with it, man. Superman pull-out game. You understand? Because I'm telling you, it's too many brothers now that failed from these gold diggings heifers out here that's ready to pray. They ready to get it on. You just gotta be a whole lot careful with it. You just can't. You know how many ballers in the failed from gold diggers now? We got it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I can't count how many, but it's a lot of it. You can go back in the past and look at it. You ain't gotta just look at it right now. You can look at it in the past. It's a long list of ballers that failed from a gold digger coming through putting holes in their pockets stuff. So you got to be smart, have a Superman pull out game, and a soldier on that helmet, man. You got to be like that. You can't allow yourself to fall like this. This is cold. It's cold blooded. And of course, yeah, I'm not saying it's over for him. I'm just saying I'm quite sure he ain't want to hear that. You heard what the man said. What did he say? He said, well, we shouldn't have to go to child support. We made the child. We ain't had to go to courts. That's basically what he was saying, verbatim. But they don't care. They don't care how you feel. They'll say that to be a chameleon and get what they need out of you. And once they do that, guess what? You're in court. You could have talked to him just like this. It didn't matter. Now the court got all the value means to hit you on top of your head financially. And the more you make, the more they take. So again, man, you got to be a whole lot careful on a lot of two things you gotta have. Your smart helmet on, your smart hat, or should I say, your protection hat, should I say, in the Superman pullout game, by the way. Have it every day, not one day, every day. Every day. Don't even play with it. Because that one moment could change your life. Not in a good way, though. Because what these women do, you all know what these gold diggers can do to you. Use that baby as a javelin and be trying to stick it to you. You could be a good brother. You know, come to the table. Hey, look, let's not get the courts involved. Let's try to. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. Let me. You think they care about that? You think they really care about that? You being fair, you having old marriage and foundational Black American had with families since we were more together back in the days than now. We were more strengthening relationships in marriage when it wasn't even color TV. We were more together before technology even blew up like it is. Now, man, you'd be lucky if someone talking and they both parents of the family, let's say it's both black folk, you'd be lucky to hear something like that come out their mouth. And that's probably the most rarest thing is like finding a piece of aura from a planet way far away. That's what that is right now. It is the most rarest thing you will ever see in life because no one's thinking like that, especially these gold digging heifers. They don't even care. They financially hitting you in the head anywhere. They don't care. So, man, have your mind strong. because I keep my hair long. But again, my saying is keep protection on what you do in the bedroom, because we all know they don't want no direction. So you got to keep protection. You got to keep protection, because these women of today's time, especially black women, don't want no direction. Oh, no, they do not. They want some compensation. They don't want nothing else but this. And the way they do it is so scandalous. It's like, dang, for real, you can come to the table with money in your hand, and they don't care. It's you see them in court, like, for real, for real. So you can mess around and think that it's good, and they ain't gonna do nothing to you and stuff like that. You's a fool. You hear them sitting there being a chameleon, saying yes before you even elaborate what your decisions may be. If you was to ever be in a situation with a woman that's pregnant, you already know what time it is. They playing card games with you right now. When she can say yes before you, fellas, y'all gotta read the signs too. Read the signs. When you speaking about real merited stuff that foundational Black Americans was wrong with before all this technology advanced, don't get me wrong, a little technology, but listen to what I'm trying to tell you. We come from a lineage where that was the word was coming together as a family. We didn't use a court. We didn't use it like now. Now it's different. It ain't like this. It's like this. So what y'all gotta understand is they will be a chameleon in front of you because they know the upside to what you have. They will tell you and side with you as if they understand patriarchy. Every culture have patriarchy. That means the man is basically the leader, builder of everything and what we have now. That's what it means, right? We paid the wage, we make the highest wages, we, everything that you see was built basically through man. That's a patriarchy that women can play. It doesn't mean that they mean that. It means that they're doing this to get a way out of you. And if you let your guard down, boom, they hit you on top of the head with child support. Well, I thought we had a discussion. Really? Huh. Do you get where I'm coming? It's a y'all man have to. I'm trying to lace you up, trying to lace your shoestrings up before you go walk and run in the world. You young boy growing up to be a young man, this is the way you got it. I make my channels to help young, especially black men throughout America. I am lacing your shoes up before you walk or run in the world. Before you walk up them stairs so you won't fall and tumble. I'm lacing those shoestrings up before you walk up them stairs so you won't fall and tumble. What's going on doesn't matter if you talk to them in a way as if they understand exactly what you mean. Because words doesn't define actions. It doesn't define actions. Someone can say anything, they don't mean nothing unless they don't do it. Somebody can say they can shoot a three, but it don't mean nothing unless they gonna do it. If we get on the court, let's say they shoot an air ball. You was just talking. Do you get where I'm coming from? So you can just because someone say it doesn't mean that that's what it means. That's what it is. That's what they're gonna do. And again, We talk about a Hall of Famer who went through HLELL on the court, became a Hall of Famer, did things that I've never done, but you have these gold diggers taking shots at his bank account again. And what that woman said that I showed y'all the earlier video was a chameleon. She played him on patriarchy, and women do it all the time because they really don't believe in patriarchy, especially black women. No, they do not. Even though the facts is patriarchy, every other culture goes by patriarchy. Every other woman in a different culture that is non-foundational Black American women, they know that it's patriarchy, but our Black women don't. So the patriarchy of what's going on in today's time, they will play you to that tune. It doesn't mean that they really believe in patriarchy. Because most Black women in my culture don't. Straight up. You can sit here and give them all the facts and they won't even, they be like, so what? I want this. How much you got? What it is? What that bank account looking like? What you working with? All this and that. We're the only culture, Black people, I'm just being real, that is adopted insanity for women. That this pro-feminist and I don't need no man crap has destroyed all Black communities. Whether they, some people want to admit it or not. Because we went away from what it was to be together in a whole. Now it's all about being a gold digger though. And that's sad. Because I make videos to see if we can somehow come together and I speak up on things that the Black women are doing right to this day. And it's poisoning everything that we stood for. And it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. Chameleon-like, non-virgin, deceitful things only makes it worse. And Black women got to understand this. 1 out of 4 Black women get married, and that's with any man. That means you're the lowest of the low. But yet and still, they will go gold digging ways to the death of them. If y'all men don't put y'all thinking caps on, it's not going to be good. If y'all don't put y'all thinking caps on, it's not going to be good. If you don't understand what protection is, we have more in the Black community that don't want no direction. So you got to wear protection. You just know you got to wear protection. And go ahead and shoot up in the dark if you want to. But it could be a heavenly it could be heavenly paid and repaid in your pocketbooks. So you might want to think about will you letting them bullets go, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean like bullets is in a gun. You know exactly what I mean. So just be careful. That's all I gotta tell y'all, man. Be careful. Have a super pull-out game. And understand that a lot of them is gold digging and they will take all your possessions, man. All of your possessions. All of it. Not a little bit of it. All of it. Will drain you if they could. You be sitting there with just your Jordans on. I'm just saying it's the truth. Everybody knows it's the truth. We're not in no time where it's not. They don't make old-fashioned women like they used to. It's over with. It's about these women of this modern day, especially black women, is what can you do for me now? What the currency look now? Are you a high value man right now? Not later, now. They will not coincide with any dude that does not fit the bill at all. You ain't doing numbers that's that high, they don't even want to talk to you. But they wonder why. It's a dip when it comes down to relationships. Because you could be so self-centered and go straight to the grave alone. That's how it is right now. But being gold diggers, though. That's what it is. And you have your kids. And you know what's crazy? How could a bunch of women that have kids already be so mouthy on decisions with a man's pocketbooks, but you already got somebody else's kid? That don't even make sense. But these black women do, that's what they do. That's what they do. You can't make sense of it because it don't make no dang sense. But again, y'all better be careful. Y'all man listen to my channel. Young, you know, boys that can just gonna be men one day. Again, protection, because we all know gold diggers and thoughts don't have no direction. They don't have no direction. So you have to put your smart hat on for protection. Put your smart hat on for protection because gold diggers and thoughts don't have direction. They don't. That's why so many relationships, and what I mean by falling in love and fall out of love, that's a natural feeling. It's a natural spiritual entity that's in all of us. It's natural to fall in love with someone. It's natural to fall out of love with somebody. But don't be fooled and not put your smart hat on and wear protection, because we all know how wild, wild west it is with the gold diggers and thoughts and direction. We are, please, you, you be wishing you did it. Having some Superman pullout game. You better understand. Superman pullout game, you better understand. This is for the strong-minded man, not no weaklings. Can't be no weaklings around here. You got to be a strong-minded man to understand. You got to be. To keep yourself from stuff like this. You got to be. You got assets. You make it in life. You got a business. You're doing good. Entrepreneurs, hoopers, ballers of all sorts. Yeah, just think about it. Think it very long and hard about putting a smart hat on, protection, and keeping your mind strong. Because my head is wrong. You know, I'm gonna keep making it. Y'all make sure y'all press like and subscribe because I keep going on. right? But it's again, I make these videos, but I mean, it's what it is, man. It's what it is. We can't change what it is already, but we can have options when you find out and read the room that that's not the person you want to procreate with. We can have an option. That's the part about having options when you got money like that. You don't want to make a decision where it's like, oh no, now you know, but it's too late. When it's too late, you can't turn back the hands of time. It's already done, and they already got their bag out of you. I agree with what the truth says. I agree with him. The problem is we not in a time zone where women think highly of man, especially in the black community. Again, especially in the black community. That's the that's what you don't need to be discussing and believing in, because these women are very chameleon like in life of sin. They will sit here and say yes before you even give your soliloquy out. Yes. And they only doing that because they see the fortune and fame. So y'all man better get understand. You could be talking to a whole chameleon, straight up, sitting down with you, drinking with you, kicking back with you, smiling with you, making you feel good, cooking you something. You don't know, all types of stuff. Just wait for your guard to come down. These women are hyenas, man. That's perfect to call them hyenas, because hyenas in all animal culture, the hyena is the only culture of animals where the women is the dominant ones. I'm not making this up. The women are the dominant ones, not the males. You know what happens when the females have a male? They embarrass them and kick them out the group. That's what hyenas do. The females is the ones hunting, having other women. It's just like that. That's what it is. A bunch of hyenas. Because the males ain't really doing it like the women is. The female hyena is the one. That's the one getting everybody huddled up. They're attacking something, killing something, getting something, they're eating, feasting, embarrassing the males when they get a little older. Get your butt up out of here, kick them in the gone. A bunch of hyenas. And it goes back to what I'm talking about. And that's the sad part of my black culture, because I see the black women, modern day, that's like that. Tar and feather the man, easy. Put boots all up in him. For their own selfishness. So it's a pack of hyenas. Don't be the hyena's supper, dinner. Don't be the y'all man, listen to my channel. Don't be the hyena's supper, dinner. Don't do it. Just be smart enough to know that you're gonna have fun, but have a Superman pull-out game, so you won't let go of that gun. If you know what I mean. Don't be crazy. Don't do it, because again, they're gonna knock your pockets stupid. I'm just saying. Again, I'm trying to help, especially my black men in the world. Just think about it. Think about it before you let it go. Just think about it. It's a lot to think about. You got a pack of hyenas looking and laughing at you. waiting for you to make a mistake. Yes, I said a pack of hyenas. A munch on your pockets. You know, hyenas, they can eat a lot of stuff. It ain't pretty much what they can eat pretty much any other animal in that kingdom. They can chop on it and eat it up. Whatever it is. They jaws that strong. So y'all ballers, y'all players, y'all entrepreneurs, y'all got something cracking. You're doing the thing and you never slacking. Again, wear your smart hat of protection. Understand that it is gold diggers still out there. It is. I didn't make it up. Or you be stuck going to child support and court and being like, oh man, yeah. So that's why it's therapy, y'all. These videos are really therapy for all men who either going through something like this, who in a relationship thinking about procreating. It's for all men straight up, because we need something like this. We need to, challenge the naysayers that believe in nothingness, because every other culture outside of the black culture believe in patriarchy, except these hyena black women of ours who don't. Yeah, that's why I say hyenas, because if you look up what the hyena is, it is very troublesome. All right. So y'all better, I'm just saying that we living in some important times. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's how you do it. So I'm lacing young boys and men to become young men, and it don't matter what age you is, I'm lacing them shoes up so you can step up. I'm lacing them shoes up so you can step up. Because right now we need a whole lot of understanding on the lacing up them shoes. For you be in child support court, feeling like you done lose. I'm just saying, and they will be a chameleon. Or don't think they won't. Don't think for 1 second they won't do it. Like old girl did. I was illustrating how she was looking. She was doing this the whole time. You can't talk to her when she just doing this. She don't even believe what she's saying. When she said that, yeah, I believe you, but child support is for people who she was moving her head like this. I said, oh, that's a sign right there. He don't see it though. He think she just being a chameleon is what she was doing. And then she's gonna turn to a hyena and get to eating off your pockets. Because as soon as you get her pregnant, it's over with. She got you. It's a feast. She calling up the homegirls. We about to eat. We about to eat good tonight, girl. And then you sitting there like, dang, what? I thought we had something. You didn't put your smart hat on and keeping your mind strong with protection. Because my head is on. You didn't understand that though. So it's a bad song. And just if you just had, don't get me wrong, you have your options, but just be smart about what you do. Because it can all come back in child support too. And beware when a woman tell you she hit you with child support. That's what she really means. She mean that. A woman tell you that. If a woman ever tell any one of you men this listens to my channel, tell you that, believe it, man. Just believe it. They might even do it as if they bullying you, because they will do. They will do. They will do. It can happen to me. So believe it. You're making all the money, paying the bills, and they sit there and hit you with, "Oh, I want to do this." If you say no, they turn around and say, "Well, I need child support from you then." That's when you kind of gotta try to make a deal. So you ain't trying to go through child support at all. And my thing is, the reason why I don't believe in it, because I got more of a traditional way of thinking as far as a patriarchy thing. My patriarchy is for every culture that practiced that the man did build communities, civilizations, and the way we move right to this day. As far as most men have more paid than women. Men are naturally stronger than women. Men are the protectors, but again, and only in black culture of women, they don't want no direction or no correction, but they want the protection. Want the protection, but you don't want the correction. Hyena talk. That's hyena talk right there. And that's what you got to look at. You got to look at it for what it is. Or you be subjected to getting gold digging situations. And I'm not going to keep you up too long. I've been here for a minute. I'll be trying to give you a spin on what's going on in the life of sin. And try to tell all you ballers, just try to tap in. But us men, we needed a sit down at the table. And y'all gotta understand that the thoughterry of gold digging is still willing and able. That it still exists. This didn't go nowhere. In fact, it's most prevalent and high as it ever been. Because now they're actually listening to, you know, motivational man speakers and, pretending that they really agree with you to get close to you so you won't wear no protection. And now they got you. And it ain't no correction because that's how they think. So you got to be very, very, very careful on what you do with someone and not be too damn loose. Make sure your smart hat is tight. Because again, you don't want to be a statistic paying child support for one night. You don't want to do that. But look, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. And again, I have to be the dark skinned #1 American upon these, relationship conversations. Again, fall in love is natural. Falling out of love is natural too. But what the heck love got to do with it? What they got to do with it? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave y'all be. And more love to everybody. And just keep your mind strong. And again, make sure that you in it for relationships that want to be right, not wrong. And that's what I gotta say. So I'm out.